Are you still writing APIs keys, database username or password directly inside your Python code? Something like this. This may work, but it is not safe. If this file goes to GitHub, your API key or database passwords can be exposed. These values should not be hard-coded inside the Python files. Instead, we keep them in a separate .env file. In this video, we will learn how to use a .env file and the python-dotenv package to save secrets safely in Python. So what is a .env file? A .env file is a simple text file where we store configuration, values and secrets. Let me show you the structure of the project. The project structure name is Python code and we have a folder called notebooks where we have a .ipynb file called manage secret where we are writing the code. Generally in the real world, we save the .env file at the project level. So we are going to create a .env file here. Let me create one .env. So we have created a .env file. Now we are going to save all the secret information here, such as API keys, database host name, username and password. Let's do that. So this is our .env file and this is where we have put all the necessary information which are the secrets and we do not want to reveal when we are going to push this code into the GitHub. And how we are going to retrieve these information from the .env file? We are going to use the .env package. Now there are three things which one should always remember while creating a .env file. If you have noticed, I have not added spaces around the equal sign. Second, keep each variable on a separate line. And third, when you are retrieving this information using .env package, never ever print these secret values in real projects. Now we are going to read the environment variable which we have created in .env file, these ones, in a notebook. For that, we are going to import OS module because environment variables are read using the OS module. And then from .env Python package, we are going to import load_.env method. Now load_.env method loads environment variables from the .env file. Now we are going to call load.env and let's run it. Now true shows that it has successfully able to identify the .env file and it has retrieved all the environment variables from there. Now let's call app_name. We are going to create this variable and we are going to call app_name. As well as we are going to call the API key to os.get_env and we are going to call open The code has successfully run. Now, as I had mentioned, never print these secret values in real projects. For that, to verify that whether these variables have been successfully retrieved from the .env file or not, what we are going to do is we are going to write a small snippet API_key raise value error f app name print API key load successfully. Now app name is not a secret as such. You can print it. So here I'm printing it so that I can show you that that we are able to successfully retrieve the environment variables. Whereas I am not printing the API key here. I'm just showing you that if it is going to raise an error, it will tell you that, you know, the OpenAI key has not been retrieved. It is missing from the .env file. So that is what the second printf statement is going to let you know, that whether the API key has been loaded successfully or not. Let's run the code. And you can see here the app name is Analytic School Python app. Whereas in the case of the OpenAI key, because I do not want to let everybody know when I'm going to push the code in the GitHub that what is my API key. So that is why here it is showing you OpenAI key has loaded successfully. Now this code works, but there is some repeated logic. We can make it cleaner by creating a small helper function. So I have already created a small helper function called env_var, which is doing the same thing what we have done earlier. Here we have retrieved the value by using os.getenv, and we are passing the environment variable name. So we are trying to call all the other variables which are here: db_host, db_port, db_user, name and password. And if the value is there, if the value is not there, it is going to raise the value error. Otherwise, it is going to return the value. I've already created the variables called db_host, db_port, db_dbname, user and password. Now, for us, user and password are actually the real secrets. Similar to API_key, we can retrieve the name of app_name to the users if I'm going to share this particular notebook with my colleagues. But I do not want to show them the API key. Similarly, I do not want to show them my database username and password. Now, let me show you the print, how we are going to do that. Username has been loaded successfully. Print password has been loaded successfully. Let's run the code. And you can see here localhost information you have got, port name you have got, database name you have got, sales_db. But for username, we are showing as username has been loaded successfully and the password has been loaded successfully. This function checks whether a variable exists. If the value is missing, it gives a clear error message. Otherwise, this keeps our code cleaner and avoids repeating the same, if not logic, again and again. This is going to be one of the most important steps. If you forget this, your .env file may get uploaded to GitHub. And to avoid that, what we need to do is we have to add .env to .gitignore. What we are going to do is we are going to add .env. Save it and close it. Now, when you are going to upload your project to share with your colleagues, your .env file is not going to be uploaded. And you are not going to share your secrets with your colleagues or anybody else. We do not want to share the real .env file, and that is why we have added into the .gitignore. But we have to tell our colleagues that what are the environment variables, because they do not know what variables are there or not. And that is where we can share a file name called .env.example. And how we are going to create that? File. This is the file which you can share with your colleagues. And let me copy and paste all of this. And here we are going to mention your app name. This helps other people. Now you can share the .env.example file, this helps other people understand what variables they need to create their own .env file. And then they can work on the project. If they want to use it as a template, they can use it as a template and work on their own project. Now you know how to save API keys and database details safely in Python using python-dotenv. This is a small habit, but it makes your Python projects much cleaner, safer, and more professional. That's it for today's video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.